Hello again and welcome back for another video in our series about selecting the number and location for in-situ tests, drilling and sampling. So far, we have discussed how to determine the number of locations and the minimum depth of investigation. Today we'll explore the additional factors that influence the locations of our tests and boreholes. This will complete our understanding of how to plan an effective subsurface investigation. Why is it important to consider all the factors when determining the locations for our tests and boreholes? How can these factors affect our investigations? In this video, we are going to answer these questions. Make sure you watch it until the end to have a good understanding of how to plan an effective investigation program. Before we dive into these factors, let's quickly recap what we have already covered. Remember, in 2 videos ago, we talked about the key factors that influence the selection of the number of locations for tests and boreholes. And in the previous video, we talked about the minimum depth of our investigations. If you haven't seen those videos yet, I recommend checking them out. The links are in the description for your convenience. Let's begin with subsurface conditions. The type of soil and rock that we expect to find will greatly impact where we choose to do our tests. For example, if we know there's a layer of soft clay, we might want to focus more testing in that area to get a better understanding of its properties. If we know that there are underground utilities, we must choose the locations of our boreholes in a way that we do not compromise them. Next, let's talk about anticipated uncertainty and variability. If we expect the ground to be very different across the site, meaning that we anticipate a highly variable subsurface condition. So, we will need more investigation locations to capture that variability. The higher the uncertainty or variability in the subsurface condition, the more investigation locations are needed. Another very important consideration is access constraints. The terrain and accessibility of the site will affect where we can place our testing equipment. If an area is difficult to reach, it will likely increase the cost of our investigation. So, we need to plan carefully considering where we can easily bring our drilling and testing equipment. Some sites may have restrictions due to vegetation, steep slopes, water bodies, or even cultural heritage, and these constraints must be addressed and considered when selecting our investigation locations. We can also use geophysical testing to optimize our locations for in-situ tests, drilling, and sampling. Geophysical methods can provide valuable information about the subsurface, including the location of anomalies, which is very useful information to properly plan where to have our in-situ tests and borings. Geophysical investigations are used to estimate the physical properties of the subsurface by measuring, analyzing, and interpreting seismic, electrical, electromagnetic, gravitational, and magnetic fields measured at the ground surface or within boreholes. These tests are often used during the initial phases of a site investigation to efficiently understand the subsurface conditions and to optimize the locations of boreholes. A well-planned investigation is key to collecting the right data for the project. Remember, the location of our tests and boreholes is equally as important as the number of locations or the depth of investigation. A well-planned investigation that considers all the factors will save us time and money and will lead to a much more realistic design. And this concludes our series on selecting the number and locations for in-situ tests, drilling, and sampling. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What other challenges do you face when planning your site investigations? Please share your experiences in the comments below. It is always good to learn from each other. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and share it with a friend who might find it interesting too. And don't forget to subscribe to support our channel so we can continue this journey together. And for those who want to dig even deeper, you can purchase this course, where you don't only have the slides of the presentation, but also the mind map of this topic to learn it more quickly and have a handy note. We also include the related resources in the package for your convenience in response to appreciate your support. The links to the course and related videos are in the description below. These are also some references that I have used to prepare this course. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in our future videos.